moment, my heart was hoping they'd go to Novo, even though it's really far away. That used to be the old Gen.G Gold's drop location. I was kind of hoping for a callback to that, but we are not going to get it. And you're right, Gen.G is going to just kind of hang out in between Milta and Milta Power, doing some of that split looting there, as I don't think they're really interested in trying to fight Tianba in South George.
And L-Stars, knowing Gen.G is going to drop Milta Power, they're going to take a boat and run themselves off towards Novo and take all the free loot there.
Oh, yeah. L-Stars, they're a military-based type team, so that's where they want to go and get down. And, you know, it's really interesting that we got a Milta Mini there with PO to see Gen.G really change it up. They've got actually all of Milta Power to themselves because LS did back off. So they move into that location. Some shots coming down into LYG's back. They're going to be okay to get away, though. A little exposed on this side of the hill. If another team came up and over, you can see he's kind of a little worried about that. He could potentially get a problem. No, Maknae not able to do it. Long's going to get him. Now Kinch trying to get some shots down, and so far a little bit of damage, but right now EM in trouble. They might lose Maknae.
Yeah, Maknae was sneaky.
Oh, it just comes up short. It is so close to being really good. If it had gotten just another foot higher, it would have gotten over those barrels. And they're trying to keep 4AM pinned, but right now the smokes are coming down as 4AM is not really interested in being stuck in this position for too much longer. Now EM has kind of found a way to keep themselves hidden from Lou.
And now, with the next circle being given up, a lot of teams, 4 teams, Infantry, Entis, All-Stars, they're all going to have to rotate up towards the bridge. And Tianba is holding on to it, so you know they're going to have to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Tianba really liking this square house. That's 2 rounds in a row they've taken it, and they're going to farm. It looks like they're already starting to farm some kills there. Lash is going to end up going down to... I'm not exactly sure where that was from. I kind of missed it as I was looking at the map there. 4 angry men. No kills yet, so it wasn't them that got that kill onto Lash. And, okay, it looks like EM is starting to fall apart.
In the end, exchanging fires, so you could technically lose some members here.
Oh, absolutely. It's so hard to fight around the shooting range. There's so many hills around the outside of it, so a lot of teams can get good angles down on top of you. Now, right now, there isn't anybody doing that. 4AM continuing to kind of dismantle EM here. Only 2 left standing. Kinch very, very weak. Kira has health. He's going to have to do something. He's going to have to buy the rest of his teammates time, and he is in an awkward position. He is very exposed there.
Quadra will take it down onto Kinch on the other side of the shooting range. Kiravi just waiting for the moment. The player's pushing out of smoke. The smoke dissipates almost. No, not yet. So Wayless, he's safe. He's safe behind the wall of the smoke, and Long as well. But once those smokes dissipates, the 4AM players will have to place themselves behind a cover. Otherwise, Kiravi is going to be there to punish it.
Yeah, potentially. It looks like we're losing a lot of EM to Quadro now as well. So just Kira V is going to be the last one standing. He is doing everything he can, hoping that no one... There's something over there. I think he definitely saw him. Now he's going to get ready. Gets the spray. Easy peasy for Beansung.
Takes a kill point from Infantry, and Bolyang is going to go out of the game. That's going to be painful for Infantry. And now Entis is going to join the fight at shooting range as well. So there's 4 teams clashing here.
I'm pretty surprised by this, to be completely honest with you. I wouldn't have expected this many teams to try to fight over shooting range. You don't usually see it. It is a challenging position to work from. So there's Hikari, the last surviving member from VLG. They got torn apart in transition as we wait for another circle to give its location. Lou able to sidestep that grenade just a bit as Indigo is going to finally go down. Hikari finally finding his shots.
16 teams remaining with 55 players alive, and we have the next phase up, phase 4 circle, given to shooting range, given up to shooting range. So Elemental Mystic is gonna have a longer time of survival.
This is wild. This shooting range seems to be where we're gonna end up. So a lot of these teams that prioritize this early, let's see if they can survive it. Asura trying to get monsters on the cross, not able to really connect much there. More of L-Stars coming through. WNB does go down to 2 hearts, so they're able to find 1, but monsters in
left and the right, you know, they can respond quite fast and quite well. And Minsung's going to put down a smoke to hold off to an angle that Maps is looking at. Maps is going to take onto that little shack here, though.
Yeah, the shacks, surprisingly, these days seem to be very powerful. We saw it a lot in APAC yesterday. as a lot of teams were able to get something going outside of them. It used to be pretty dangerous, but you know, the teams have kind of figured out how to work them a little bit better, how to kind of keep teams off of them. You know, you can utilize smoke, just missing that headshot as Maps.
Those inches close.
I didn't connected that. Oh man, dude.
But the thing with Shacks is that, you know, like if a player enters the Shack, like exiting the Shack is going to be a really hard thing to do because, you know, the players around the Shack is going to be noticed that there's a player inside the Shack. And also if the player brought a vehicle, that vehicle is going to be tortured to all the wheels going out.
Right, exactly. I mean, you know, it's so easy to pop the tires on those vehicles, and everybody's so keen to do it these days. Asura trying to lead the way for Griffin. Going to get knocked in the process. He is going to be your front liner for Griffin a lot of times in terms of recon and getting information. It looks like he is going to end up being flushed down by Maps, as now LYG wants to get up on the side of Griffin as they are trying to go up the other side of the hill now. Didn't like the fight against LYG, but they might have to run into GEN.G here in a second. Yeah,
Griffin, their rotation path might have been a little risky. They ended up losing a member, but they did, you know, conserve 3 members to play with. So with their current positioning, they might be clashing with GX.
Go in and get ready. Try to find something, if anything, inside this next circle, and we're just shooting range apparently. We are never leaving. This is Kira's dream right now. He is just sitting here going, wow. Who would have known? Okay, Anonix is going to get knocked here by a headshot from Maps. You can see that guy is getting that bolt action working, and that makes this a lot more difficult for GEN.G.
Griffin picking up a lot of kills, taking a down onto Leo as well. LYG trying to respond by taking some fires, but he's going to have to heal up. Crazy 112. He's down to 20 HP, close to 20 HP. And GEN.G, they're gonna try to take a res onto Anonix, one of the top fraggers. You know, like, at this point, the next phase is going to begin in 13 seconds, and for GEN.G, like, they have to take the res, and they're going to have to smoke it off and, you know, like, find their path out of this fight. Otherwise, their rotation is going to be really hard. The circle is going to be right behind, but GEN.G is going to finish off LYG.
Yeah, that is really good stuff here. There's still a couple members left of LYG. PO, he's got to knock that. Crazy's done. He's in the blue. That's over. Aqua 5 trying to hold the line. It's Migo going to, nope. Now it's going to finally happen for GEN.G. Good team fight here for GEN.G. They get 3 kills. They don't really lose much in the process. Now they're able to get back in their vehicles and move forward. Griffin, in the meantime, was able to do pretty well in their battle against GEX, so they've at least carved a bit of a path here on the western part of the circle.
And in the meantime, Infantry was eliminated as well.
Yeah, Infantry looks like they have gone down, so they lost their 3 surviving members. There was a bunch of fights popping off, as is typical in competitive PUBG around phase number 5. And there's Chaiwei. GEX down in 12th place. Griffin up on the Tianba. 2 Hearts going to get the opening knock. This guy's been absolutely on fire recently. He is a monster. This whole team is full of monsters, in my opinion. 6 kills already for them. Just Linshun in front of him for Tianba.
Yeah, Griffin, you know, like, you guys probably already know from their playstyle, they're always into picking up fights, and they will come out of the battles alive with kill points, and they are proving this right now with 6 kills, and they're looking to add more to their roster. They're looking to add more points to their scoreboard, but in the end, one of the Griffin members was down and flushed.
Yeah, so 2 Hearts in the blue. I think he's just going to eat some blue here. This seems to be, you know, normal for Griffin. They'll try to pick a kill up here or there, but when they realize the situation is bad, they're not going to give those points over to the side of that ditch you were mentioning earlier, and they're going to push a little bit forward ahead. They have to because of the circle.
Crazy Sam taking down Long, and in the meantime, you guys shouldn't forget Elemental Mystic is still alive in the center of shooting range.
Wow, this is flashbacks to PGC 2019, folks. It is Sun Sisters putting the screws to 4 a.m. here so far. Here comes a crash from Detonation White. Remba's putting damage into Anonix. They try to run him over. Anonix just able to keep himself away from it. Detonation White getting absolutely demolished here by GEN.G. There is so many blown up vehicles around this. That was not the right moment there for Detonation.
And Anonix just dodging that car, sliding towards him, barely missing it. So he was super lucky with that.
All right, back over here. 4 a.m. starting to turn it around. Fia-chan going to get knocked. Sam is weak. Looks like he might be going for a heal here as 4 a.m. still got 3 members up and alive inside of the shooting range, it looks like. So they're doing a great job holding on to this, and Sun Sister, they're down to 3 as well, so it's not the end of the world. I think Sun Sister, if they could find the right moment, oh no, these bullets are just proving to be very valuable right now. That's PO down and dusted by G9.
Gen.G losing one of their members as well. Last 2 players standing will be Inonix
And Aqua 5.
Aqua 5, yes.
I was like, wait, Loki died earlier. That's Aqua 5.
Yeah. But Rush B Gaming is going to look down towards where Gen.G is holding on to, and Team Curson is going to close their gap towards Gen.G as well. So they're boxed in. They're boxed in that little corner there. And if there are nades showering down, it's going to be a hard survival, and that's what I'm talking about. Inonix is going to be down by a nade thrown by a CCS.
Yeah, exactly. Now they liked the position earlier on the northern eastern side of the shooting range, but the more south you have to go, the worse it gets. 4 a.m. here, still in a battle. Ooh, Lou's going to find the angle on a Crazy Sam. Crazy Sam kind of just standing a little bit out in the open. Let's see what Wayless can do. Faye is going to put Lou down with the AK headshot. That is some nice piece of shooting from him. Faye, a new member here for the Sun Sisters, has fit in pretty well with the squad, but unfortunately for them, it is going to be 4 a.m. taking them down. That looks like it's going to be Quadro's go time, trying to get involved in this action with Lou on the ground. They might be able to take their odd man advantage against 4 a.m.
And for the time being, while Quadro was rotating out from the little compound, they ended up finding the kill onto Kiravi, Elemental Mystic being eliminated. And now it's gonna be 4 a.m. trying to hold off Quadro desperately. They are low on utility, they are low on meds. So what can 4 a.m. do possibly? All they could do is hold on to an angle, and hopefully like Quadro just walks into the angle the players are holding on to.
Yeah, that's all you're really trying to do, is just try to make Team Quadro make a mistake somewhere along the way. Wayless going to go down forever. You can see Renba has a pretty good idea of where 4 a.m. might be set up in this particular fight. But for now, Forever keeps his head down. He's going to get Yowook with some nice SLR shots. Lou's going to put Renba back. He has to fall back because of that fire, and now 4 a.m. doing exactly what you're talking about, holding these angles, keeping Quadro at bay as the rest of the members come up.
Yacha's gonna run into him.
Oh, he doesn't have a gun out. Oh, no.
Bare hands. That was not good. Yacha's going to be wiped down by 4 a.m. And looks like Quadro is going to move in now to take revenge onto their teammates, but D-Lex is going to get third-partied out by RBG.
Yeah, Rush B Gaming doing a fantastic job working this hillside. They have the angles down onto everything inside of here. Finally, Renba is going to be the hero for Quadro. He gets hurt as he goes prone. Not sure if anybody is going to be able to get an angle to him. Curzon looking for him. They've been hearing this fight going on, so they want to come over, see if maybe they can finish off the job onto Quadro and continue their strong start to the day.
4 a.m. definitely put up a good fight, really good fight. They had to fight off 2-3 teams at the same time and consecutively as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing a fantastic job. By the way, right now, this guy G9 is absolutely robbing people in this lobby with
smokes, and flashbangs are really valuable, like for flashbangs to clear out angles and corners. And Indigo's gonna go for the shots. Is he gonna connect? And it's actually gonna be Martian Chun to take on to DabG. And Sungjan's gonna actually steal the kill in the end. So that kill point is gonna go back towards the hand of Entis.
Yeah, finally this wonderful sniping position that Rush B Gaming had is starting to fall apart as teams getting good angles on them from their left and their right. So they do have a vehicle here that they can use for cover as well that they've set up. So not the end of the world. The center of the circle is kind of in between everybody. So nobody really has an amazing position. There's a stun on top of Entis. Quadro trying to inch their way forward. Throwing some more stuns to keep them backed off is Entis, and now we play the crawling game.
The crawling game got caught by Rush B Gaming, DA being taken out, but instead he's going to be revenged off by Curson. Something.
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 I know. You say his name, and you're like, is that a real name? I don't know.
No.
Yowook, he's going to get outside of the fence trying to get the angle. Kale going to double spray it down and get the 2 pickups for his team. Great job by Kale.
3 teams remaining with 7 players alive. This is the last moment, and Sungjan's going to find the kill onto Martian Chun. Now 5 players alive, and remainder of the teams, there's only 2 teams alive. It's going to be Entis versus Rush B Gaming. Rush B Gaming holding on to the top of the mountain, and Entis holding on to the bottom. I think the prime angle is going to be Entis here.
It's looking good for Entis, especially with that knock from Kale. Now it is just Pow Pow left for Rush B Gaming. This guy's nuts. Don't hold him. Don't count him out just yet. Trying to get the spray with the 3x. Decent control is going to get 1 knock. It is going to be Sungjang that goes down. Kale attempting to find some kind of angle. Indigo as well. starting to work up. A grenade's going to finish it. That's good news for Pow Pow. He's going to get another point in his team's bag. At least he's able to pick that up. If he isn't able to win this, he's in a tricky spot behind this rock. The blue's going to be coming very soon, trying to peek around. It is going to be OGN Entis that takes the second game of the day with 10 kills. Just, man, really good stuff there. Entis not in a great position.